And the other way that we raise and expand our consciousness is through affirmative prayer. Affirmative prayer, one of Unity's long-standing practices. In fact, affirmative prayer was what Unity was founded on. Before Unity was a movement, there was the prayer ministry. There was silent unity. People writing in letters, and the Fillmores writing them back. And then the telephone came along. Now we got telephone, 24-hour silent unity. We have our own prayer ministry. We got internet prayer ministry. You can text silent unity a prayer. Affirmative prayer is not about asking. Affirmative prayer is about declaring. When we pray in unity, we don't pray to God and we don't ask for. We pray from the consciousness that we are divine. We declare the truth of who we are. And who are we? We are abundance. And we transition with ease and grace in perfect divine timing. This is the affirmative prayer I want to invite you into saying, holding, knowing from this day forward, for as long as it takes for us to find our next spiritual home. We are abundance. We transition with ease and grace in perfect divine timing. The first part, we are abundance. We're declaring who we are. And I know this question has come up for some of you before, because you've asked me, well, every Sunday we pick up an offering and you give thanks for us being abundant. If we are in abundant, how do we find ourselves in this place in the first time? People have asked me that. If all you do is equate abundance with money, then you're missing the point. Abundance is a state of consciousness in knowing that as life arises, we have and are all we need to be to show up as God. Abundance is knowing that when life arises, we have all and we are all we need to be to show up as God. When we know these things, transitions happen with ease and grace and divine timing. When we know these things, money is not an issue. When we know these things, we remember a wholeness and we live from a place of health. When we know these things, there's no attachment. There's never attachment. We are abundance. That's abundance. It's a state of consciousness. So what else do we affirm? Ease and grace and divine timing. If in the next few days, weeks, months, or even years, you find yourself asking, well, why hasn't this happened yet? Or when is this going to happen? Or, whoa, this is happening too fast. Why so fast? Whenever these questions arise, whenever there's a thought of, we're moving where? I don't like that place. Why are we moving there? Wait, that's not going to be the next space? That's just a temporary space? Well, why are we moving to temporary space what? Whenever anything arises. That's too far for me to drive now, even though it might just be 10 more minutes on your commute. That's too far for me to drive now. Whenever these things come up in the next days, weeks, months, or years, remember this. Because this takes you back to the place of consciousness, of certainty of who we are. We are abundance, and we transition with ease and grace in perfect divine timing. And if that's long, just remember the words in blue. Abundance, ease and grace, divine timing. Abundance, ease and grace, divine timing. When anybody asks you, so what's going on with the property? Abundance, ease and grace, divine timing. Has the board made decisions yet? Abundance, ease and grace. Trust me, they're going to stop asking you after you say that about 3 times. In fact, just give me some heads up. If any of you ask me from this day, what's going on? Abundance, ease and grace, divine timing. That's going to be my answer. There are some who are not here today and who will not see this talk, and they're going to ask me, I'm going to say this, and they're not going to be happy. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. When you say, they're not going to be happy either. So then we get to remind them. I am saying this because this is an affirmation of the truth of who we are as a spiritual community. And when our consciousness is centered in the divinity that we are, there's nothing that we cannot do.
Let's say it together now.
Don't rush. We getting there. We getting there. Easy. Easy. I think that's the best hint I've ever got up. All right, Reverend Hogan, wrap it up. We got places to go. Come on, let's just say this and get on with it. I want to be sure that before we anchor ourselves in saying this out loud, we know why we're saying it. We got to know why we're saying it. Not just because it sounds good, because it is the truth of who we are. And the more we say it, and the more we believe it, then the more we will feel it. Many of us like to feel it first before we can believe it. Our feelings are fickle beasts. Sometimes you just can't rely on your feelings, but the feelings are what propels things forward. So how do you get your feelings in place? By shifting the consciousness, by affirming, by knowing and believing. Because sometimes the feelings are the last to catch up. So let's say it together. Together. We are abundance. We transition with ease and grace in perfect divine timing. Let's say it again. We are abundance. We transition with ease and grace in perfect divine timing.